I think one thing we don't talk about enough with food and weight loss is the environment in which you're putting yourself in when you eat.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. A patient I've been working with recently has a history of eating disorders. And so we've been trying to bring back a little more of a love for food, to not have her fear food. And so she was telling me, oh, I've got family in town and I'm not able to follow the right macros and I can't get my blood sugar right. And I said, this is what I want you to do. You're with family. I want you to sit with your family. I want you to eat good quality food. And I want you just to enjoy that experience without any negative thought going through, because what's happening hormonally is oxytocin's going up. And when oxytocin goes up, cortisol goes down. And when cortisol goes down, you're more insulin sensitive. So now that food, that high carb food that you're eating right now, in the love and support of the family that you care about, is going to have a different impact on you hormonally than if you take that same meal and you sit at your countertop and you wolf it down while you're looking at Instagram.
Yeah, I love that. And I think it's spot on. I remember a few years ago when I was writing my book on weight loss, I remember reading a study sharing that basically you can eat the same foods in a high stress state and you'll put on more weight from them than if you eat them in low stress.
Yes.
And again, let's think about this. Let's take a step back. How are we designed to eat? We're designed really to eat in a relaxed state.
Yeah.
Not
With
fearful.
community.
With community,
Yeah.
with people around us.
Yep.
You know, let's say it was at the end of the day after a hunt, right? We're all relaxed, we're bonding, we're sharing the food that's been either caught at the hunt or has been gathered, the tubers, right? In that sort of relaxed state. And I think one of the problems these days is that we're so stressed, we're eating healthy food in a stressed out state. And I really think it has a negative impact on us, or we don't get as many of the benefits as we might have done. There was one study from, I think, the University of Birmingham that was published a few years ago that showed that if you're eating, let's say you eat your lunch and you're distracted, right? So you're also doing emails at the same time whilst eating your healthy foods. Because you're distracted at that meal, you eat more at every other meal for that day.
That's crazy.
It's really crazy, but it made me think, the whole human body is interconnected.
Yeah.
And I think far too often we're trying to separate out into, well, what's the right food for weight loss? What's the right exercise for weight loss? And I understand why people want to know these things, but we kind of have to understand that everything works together.
Yes.
Like if you eat in a more mindful state at lunchtime, if you can shut your computer and pay attention and not be in a rush, well, you're going to eat less for the rest of the day, naturally, without you even trying.